Like, if you looking for the negative, you're gonna find it. It's gonna, when you look for, it's
Mhm.
perception and perspective. Like when you're looking for the good, and I say that often. Look for the good. Look for it. It's
Mhm.
there. Look for the
Mhm.
good. Look for the good in your life. Look for the good around you. If you so hell bitten on the, oh, black men don't do this, black men don't do that. Everywhere you go, you're gonna be looking for what black men don't do.
Mhm.
But I see black men show up and show out, and we're there for our children. We're there for our home. If that means uh, working overtime or putting it in, I mean, I saw it, and
Mhm.
I've done it. And I do it myself.
Welcome to Surviving and Thriving, the Black Experience. Here we talk about the real adversities Black Americans face while navigating corporate spaces, educational institutions, and the justice system. We name the pressures, expose the barriers, and share strategies to help you adapt, endure, and move forward while protecting your peace. So let's get into today's discussion. So we were just talking about the parts of your life in regards to your identity and how it shows up, and in regards to you being a musician and the concept of people, they may not in fact understand and resonate to the music, but there's always a reason behind the actual music that you're in fact doing. What made you choose the instrument that you play?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, my mom was my piano teacher. She was all of our piano teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was old school.
Okay.
She would slap you on the wrist,
Mm-hmm.
like with hand position and whatnot. I mean, and it hurt. And one of my brothers, while I'm taking piano lessons from our mom, he's taking drum lessons in our little town that we grew up in. And he got tired of playing drums. I got tired of playing the piano. So I'm like, look, I'm tired of mama slapping me. And he was like, dude, man, and he was really good, amazing drummer. So we swapped instruments. And that's how I ended up playing the drums. And I'm like, whoa, dude, this is fun. Like I really like this. And until it came to gigging out, and I'm like, okay, I gotta pack up all these drums at the end of the night after playing.
You got to be
Okay.
built different. You got to be built different.
Harmonica player, click up, walk out. Lead singer put their mic, or unless the mic was, back in the 90s, early 2000s, they bring their own microphones. I'm like, wow, guitar player, pack up, grab a little amp, pack up the guitar, and here I am still. And I'm like, we finna reduce this. I'm coming out with the smallest kit possible. So, but no, that's how I ended up playing the drums. And I'll tell you, Candice, man, it's taken me, man, I've just touring and playing, and it's taken me traveling overseas to play, and all these different artists. It's just really opened up so many doors for me. And I'm grateful to be here in Chicago to continue opening doors and meeting other musicians and artists that need somebody who plays in the pocket.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move into media versus truth, right? So how do you feel Black men are portrayed online versus who Black men are in real life?
Wow. Ooh wee. Man, I see some of the goofiest stuff. Well, I have seen some of the goofiest stuff online. Um, how we are portrayed online. And this is social media stuff. And mind you, I'm not even, I don't have social media pages that I look at. Like I'm not on, I have pages, but I took them off my phone like a year,
Hmm.
almost 2 years now. Like I don't have any, I don't tune into my phone to keep up with what's going on. Because I'm on this entrepreneurial journey. I'm just like
You ain't got
on
time.
it.
Hmm.
That's time, man. But from what I've seen online, whether if it was black men posting it themselves or well, people posting it about us, a lot of stuff hasn't been, it's not good, from what I've seen. But then again, with social media, you can pick and choose who you desire to see. But what's thrown in the media, in the masses, is that we're these thuggish, like I'm no thug. I ain't never killed nobody. I ain't trying. I ain't got no plans to kill nobody. I sell no drugs and nothing like that. Like I'm a, you know, legal, moral, ethical kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? But what I've seen is like still pushing this narrative that black men are like we're not good men to women, black women in particular. Um, that we just thuggish, ruggish cats that we wear all ice and whatnot. But then again, it's like the truth to that is that's not the majority of us. That's a small group of individuals who behave in that way. But unfortunately, that behavior in the media makes up, it's like one of us represents all of us. I hate that. That's
Correct.
a So changing the narrative with when I walk out the house, or wherever I go, I present myself along with the other brothers that I'm around in a different light. The way we show up,
Mm-hmm.
it is professional, it is profound, it is authentic, it is black excellence. So yeah, that what we see in the media, no, it's not true.
Okay.
Do we have work to do? Yes, we do. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and the work that's continuing to be done. But yeah, that's what I see. I know what we see in the media. No, there are some truths to it
Mm-hmm.
for that, but as black men as a whole, no, no.
Okay. What stories about black men need to be told that aren't trending or viral?
Trending or viral,
Something that's not being told. Mm-hmm.
something that's not being told. Ah, I love the question. I
Thank you.
love the
Thank
question.
you.
Something about black men is not being told.
I can throw one out here because you actually said one earlier in the
Sure.
cadence of it that black men do love their kids.
Man, it's funny because I was thinking
Yep.
about that. I had already
Mm-hmm.
talked about it.
Oh, that's
I didn't,
okay. I'm gonna give you some time to
know.
get some more because it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lie, man. That or here's another one. This is a narrative that's been pushed, but changing that when black men get successful, they tend to get a woman from another race. Uh, like that's not true.
I've
Does it
definitely
happen?
heard that
Yeah,
before. I've definitely
it
heard that.
does happen.
They got the
Yeah,
passport bros now.
yeah, man. Like
Mhm.
I just maybe it's because of the men that I see and the men that I'm around. But I see brothers. Now, don't get me wrong. I got brothers around me that have, have, and it's a small amount. They have women from other races. But majority of the brothers that I see and
Mhm.
that are around me, they're married to sisters, and
Mhm.
they marry sisters.
Mhm.
So but then again, even beyond even that, it's the when a brother gets, he's been struggling or he's been working on his craft or whatever, and now he make it, then he leaves. Like I got people around me who I've seen them uh grinding, working it out, putting it in. They made it, and they still with the woman that they with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it's also too what you look for. Like if you looking for the negative, you're gonna find it. It's gonna when you look for it's
Mhm.
perception and perspective. Like when you're looking for the good, and I say that often. Look for the good. Look for it. It's
Mhm.
there. Look for the
Mhm.
good. Look for the good in your life. Look for the good around you. If you so hell bitten on the oh black men don't do this, black men don't do that. Everywhere you go, you're gonna be looking for what black men don't do.
Mhm.
But I see black men show up and show out. And we're there for our children. We're there for our home. If that means uh, working overtime or putting it in, I mean, I saw it. And
Mhm.
I've done it and I do it myself. Okay, you know what? I'm tired a little bit right now, but I'm being asked. She need me to do this. I got you. You know, let me go ahead and take care of that for you. Does it happen all the time? No. Because at the end of the day, it's like you said, like, hey, look, I just need a little rest. But
Mhm.
yeah, I got that. Here, let me show up for you. I see black men show up, so uh, It's just changing the narrative, and it's all about how you determine um, what you see. Yeah, I'm in favor of black men because I've
I'm
just seen
Hear
so long.
ye.
Like in the 80s, I think about it. Like I remember watching Donahue and watching Sally Jesse Raphael and watching these different talk shows and seeing how black men were just portrayed in this terrible light. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, dang, man. And then being called super predators, seeing that through the Clinton administration. And wait a second, man. No, we're not. Are there areas and things that black men need to improve in and work on? Yes. But dang, we made out to be this, even this whole thing that came up, like, would you rather be, I'm probably saying it wrong, but would you rather be in the forest with and I know I'm saying it wrong, with a bear or a black man? It's like the bear.
Would you rather be trapped in the forest with a black man or a bear?
Definitely a bear. I ain't.
Who says, come on, man?
Yeah.
We need each other.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to the 1960s, the strongest relationship in America was the black family. We need each other. There was no separation between us. It was black man, black woman, black child, or black children. We were together. And we've been pitted against each other. We
We've
have.
we've been pitted against each other and also pitted against in regards to different races as well too. And what I'll
Mm-hmm.
say that I think what kind of started this, not started, but I know a piece of the history of it is the saying of the white man's ice is colder, or it's always greener on the other side. And I think that hearing all these things, like I mean, you just express the pain that comes from seeing yourself on TV. It's not Grover on the screen, but it's another black man on the screen during that administration that they're sitting here calling super predators. Like I definitely remember like hearing these things as I got older, at least the words of it, and not understanding the meaning.
Progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing, because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one of the goals that the president had when he pushed the crime bill that was passed in 1994. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel.
You called out President Clinton for defending Secretary Clinton's use of the term super predator back in the 90s when she supported the crime bill. Why did you call him out?
Because it was a racist term and everybody knew it was a racist term.
And then you look into it and you're like, well, I have a black father. Is that what he is? These are real questions that kids had to grow up with, having to debunk, dismiss, and understand that was just in most cases a pure lie.
Yeah.
It's just something that's really, really disheartening that happens in regards to our community where a person's opinion is able to be televised and then becomes a fact when they don't know that person and or those people or even have proximity for the most case to that person in regards to having breaking bread and understanding that person's story. It's just really, really interesting. But I'm happy that you did share light in that, because something that I myself have gone in with letting the world, of course, know, and not having no shame about CandiceRennee in any way, shape, or form, that I grew up with an incarcerated father. And so with growing up with an incarcerated father, all these things that you in fact hear about your potential as a person, it ties into when black children for daughters and for sons.
Yeah.
You know, that concept of those percentages back in the day that like if your child's father was in fact incarcerated, you have such and such, percent of you habitually doing a crime as well too, or being on drugs or something to that extent. Like that was real. That was something I saw being a 90s child. And it's like, how are you supposed to feel, when that person know you may not have a relation in regards to that person being your cousin or something like that, but that person has the same skin as you and you're not seeing anything positive from that person. And or if you do, it's a one-off.
Yeah.
It's very much that we're living in a society where it seems like black excellence and or black people striving, because excellence is one thing, but like just in general, people just making it is falling on the wayside to the sensationalism of you have to be this in order to be a good black person, which is not true. Everyone,
Yeah.
for the most part, is in fact waking up by
Yeah.
choice, in
By
regards to
choice.
by choice to
Yeah.
be a good, or for the most, I would say most people wake up and choose to do what they need to do, stand on business, like you said, and show up.
Yeah. And show up. I mean, we see it in the diaspora as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, the things that I've seen, and I've seen in the past, even see now that my people, I mean, I'm speaking of us in general, and we talk to black men and women who've been at the forefront. I've seen it in the diaspora, like, and then across the world where we're portrayed a certain way on television, and then you meet somebody from another culture, and then they like, yo, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, whoa, I don't need my man. I don't even talk like that. Like, and even if I do, I'm doing it with my people. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Like that's not your line.
yeah, exactly. Like, hey, and I've actually had to say, hey, man, he's up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's not cool. I don't, no, man. Like, but at the same rate, when, when people see us,
Mm-hmm.
uh, we show up and we show out, man.
Mm-hmm.
We show out. That's why I love us so much. I do. I love us. That's why I'm building my brand
Mm-hmm.
based on cultural awareness, us as a people.
Look around today's classrooms. Screens are everywhere. Tablets, iPads, and even smartboards. Technology is moving faster than ever before. But in a classroom full of screens, something important is slowly being forgotten. The simple magic of opening a book and seeing yourself inside the story. I wrote the Forgotten Page to remind children that books still matter and that every child deserves to see themselves represented in stories they read. This heartwarming story follows Paige, a book who feels forgotten when technology begins to replace reading in the classroom, until children rediscover the power of turning real pages. The Forgotten Page is available on Amazon in English and in Spanish for classrooms, libraries, and families who believe in the power of stories. Because sometimes the stories we almost forget are the ones children need the most.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We didn't get to talk that much about your brand. So can you tell us a little bit about your seed to sip? Because I don't have that
Yeah.
written directly, but we're gonna go into that a little bit before we go into these closing
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like, I've got a background besides HR and being a musician. I have a background in culinary arts. I grew up in a household where my mom even told me, she said, son, I didn't want to because every time she's cooking, I was around her. She's like, I'm going to teach you how to cook so you don't have to depend on a woman. Her exact words. Loved it. And she's like, you need the basic essential skill. You need to know how to make a meal for yourself. Well, long story short, being in school, all of the kids and peers that were around me were working these jobs after school and in the summer at banks with that wasn't my family. And you know what I got a job at? In the kitchen. Started cooking. And this love followed me even all the way up until where I'm vegan plant-based. And like one of my sisters is an LPN, and she's like, man, if when you're looking on your ingredients, if there are words that are this long, you shouldn't be putting in your body. If there are words that you see and you can't even pronounce them because the whole alphabet is in them, and the ingredients list is this long, you shouldn't be putting it in your body. So I'm like, man, you know what? Let me during COVID making runs for plant-based milk. It's like, man, enough. This is a lot. And this stuff isn't good, what I see on here. How about I learn to make plant-based milk and plant-based coffee creamers myself? But that started in 2022 and started, you know how it is. You starting out, you make some mistakes, you ruin some batches. I started really getting good at it. I started making these plant-based milks. And I'm like, if I feel this way, I'm sure others do too. Start looking at that. How do people feel about plant-based milks? Oh, well, there's a whole target market out here for the way I feel. No gums, no emulsifiers, no stabilizers, none of that crappy stuff. So it just put me on this journey and of making plant-based milks and plant-based coffee creamers. As I said, look, I'm drinking my coffee. This is plant-based milk that I make myself in my own kitchen. So I started investing in myself, and I said, and I've had individuals be like, "Dude, you need to make a business out of this. This is really good." And here I am, from 2022, start investing in myself and taking, business classes, incubation cohorts, like the one that Candice and I graduated from, Sunshine Enterprises. Hey, yeah. And here I am, just moving forward with, creating a brand. Now I'm in another 90-day program. A little secret, I'm making moves in silence. Nobody knew it, but now I'm at the hatchery. I just joined the hatchery as a member, but then now I'm in the cohort now, and it's working with food scientists, really bringing this thing to life, working with a food coach through Sunshine Enterprises, man. So it's just moving right along. So grateful.
Congratulations to you as a fellow
Yeah,
graduate.
yeah,
Absolutely. Um, that's just absolutely amazing. I mean, if you think in regards to the different works of different people, understanding that need, understanding the niche and the need in regards to making something that's different. I've definitely heard of that saying of like if it's something this long in the ingredients list, you should not be in fact ingesting that, and it makes a bunch of sense. You know, it's one I won't sit here and say like, oh, I've never eaten anything that has this or drank
yeah,
something that had this, but I do feel better when I drink something or eat something that I can see or use a product in general that I
yep,
know what's in it.
yep,
Like it just makes you feel better. It makes you have more control in
yeah,
regards to what you're in fact eating, ingesting, and or in fact using.
yes,
But we're
indeed.
gonna go ahead and wrap into your closing questions.
Okay.
So when you look back on everything you've had to push through, what do you see differently now that you did back then?
Confidence, easily.
Okay.
Clarity, that word right there. And that's what I've learned to in my prayer. Because my prayer is what is this? Pray as I have already received it. And being grateful man, I'm so grateful I have clarity. I'm grateful. Um, yeah, clarity. Because with the clarity, we can see.
Mm-hmm.
We have a better vision, better understanding uh, internally of the direction that we want to go through. With the clarity, we're easily guided and directed by source, spirit,
Mm-hmm.
divine, God, whatever, everybody, Jehovah, Allah, whatever. Um, but that clarity, I'm so grateful for clarity. That's one of the things I'll say confidence. And these are those things that come with it over time is and then also that I see now more than anything, I won't say more, but what I have a better understanding of the frame of mind from then until now is that I'm living an abundant life.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a field of plenitude. All my needs are met. They've always been met. Um, yeah, just live a prosperous life. I mean, I'm just grateful, you know. That's yeah, just gratitude, man. I really am. I'm truly grateful, Candice, man. I really
Okay. So, in this season of your life, what does thriving look like for you now?
am. And thriving, man. Ooh, peace. Man, I'll throw out words. Peace of mind, joy, abundance, self-worth, confidence. Uh, thriving is like, man, I go back to it is that all things, no, being in a state of awareness, that is it. That everything is working out for me in my greatest and highest good. That knowing that, and I would say for me, it's just knowing that everything is working out for my greatest and highest good. And out of the life experiences that I'm facing right now, only good will come. I'm safe, I'm supported, I'm loved, and my way is made smooth and easy. That's an affirmation that I just hold near and dear to,
Mm-hmm.
and just even when I think about it and say about it, that right there, just yeah, that's it right there. I got goosebumps. I just yeah,
That's all right. That's what the Holy Spirit does. That's okay.
man.
That's what he does.
Words cannot describe that this man, Holy Spirit, the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah. Oh, come on now. Look,
Mm-hmm.
we about to go down a whole nother
We
road.
about to go to a whole nother one. So, for someone watching this right now who's in the middle of a hard season and not sure what their next step is, what's one thing you want them to hold on to after this conversation?
I want them to understand that the pain pushes till the vision pulls, right?
Okay.
So what you're facing right now, challenge, however you want to look at it, growth opportunity, inertia, whatever, the pain is going to keep pushing you because it's pushing you, it's pulling you to a higher vision.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you resist it, the more
Mm-hmm.
in pain you're going to be. Resistance causes pain. So allow yourself, no matter what you have asked for, and we've all asked for different things, know that these seeds have been planted in you. You might have asked for it 10 years ago and forgot.
Yep.
But these seeds are being planted in you, and these experiences are happening in order for you to be pulled to the higher vision of your calling, of your purpose. Purpose, because we all have a purpose. And wherever you're looking to go, you got to grow through the pain in order for you to get there, to have better awareness, to better have a better understanding, and to also, not just for you, but to remember your story is somebody else's survival kit for real.
All right. So I promise we can go on this whole entire conversation for hours and hours and hours, and
Yeah,
because all
man.
the wisdom, all the gems you are giving, like I could just think of a million things to ask you. But we're gonna wrap it up here, and I want to tell you thank you so much, Grover, for your time. You came, you did it. You ain't leave no crumbs on the table. You and I honestly, I hope that this resonates with quite a few young black men and black men in general who are living within these different spaces. So again, I want to thank you, Grover, for being here and for sharing your story so openly, listening to your journey from human resources to music to entrepreneurship. Like what really
Yeah.
stands out is your commitment to people and your belief in helping others recognize their value and understanding. So many words just like stand out. Um, Mindfulness, connection. Okay, but anyways, the way you center authenticity, compassion, and intention in everything that you do is powerful, and it reminds us how much impact one person can have when they lead with purpose. To everyone watching this is why we have these conversations on surviving and thriving the Black experience.
Yeah.
Life brings adversity in so many different forms. But hearing stories like Grover's reminds us that resilience, connection, and purpose and fatherhood, let's get that, let's say that as well. A great black man who loves his daughter can guide
Yeah.
us forward. If this
Uh,
conversation helped you reflect on how you face adversity in your own life, I invite you to subscribe to Survive and Thrive in the Black
yes.
Experience. Share this episode with someone navigating adversity right now, and leave a comment telling us what adversity has shaped you but has not broken you.
Yeah.
So from
Oh my
Survive,
God. Candice, thank you.
you're welcome.
Words can't express. I appreciate you. I am so grateful for you. I adore your platform,
Thank you.
and all I see is it doing one thing, thriving.
Absolutely. Well, you hit it. You heard it here first, everybody. So from surviving and thriving the Black experience, thank you again, Grover. CandiceRennee out. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Until next
Mwah.
week.
Yeah.
Here's what's coming up next on Surviving and Thriving the Black experience.
Nothing's guaranteed. As a Black man, you may be seen as incompetent at times, not valued, uh, someone who doesn't have the know it all, or the sense that, hey, this is a business. But through it all, I proved, I hope I proved to others that, hey, that's not the truth.